So, buckle up, internet strangers, because my wedding came with a bonus package I didn't order. 2 tiny shadows with sticky hands and no babysitter, courtesy of the best man, who also happened to be my new husband's ex-girlfriend's little sister. Yeah, that sentence was a ride. Let's rewind. My now husband, bless him he tries, decided that his best man should be someone he's known since childhood. I was totally on board. Lifelong friendships are sweet. Except his best man is a woman I had never met before. A woman who turned out to be the little sister of his ex-girlfriend. And I found out 3 weeks before the wedding. We'll call her Tina. Now, to be fair, Tina seemed chill enough in texts and on Zoom. She was enthusiastic, very involved, and knew my husband from their sandbox years. But I was a tad concerned that her only claim to fame in my husband's life, outside of Tonka trucks, was being attached to a girl he used to date. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I even invited her to the rehearsal dinner. That's when I met her children, 2 little boys. One in full dinosaur costume in July, the other wielding a plastic lightsaber like he was auditioning for Ankle Slicer, Sith Edition. Cute, but intense. I asked Tina, gently, politely, if she had childcare lined up for the actual wedding day. Her reply? Oh, I figured your MIL could watch them during the ceremony. Ma'am, what? My MIL is lovely, but she was already helping coordinate flowers, setting up the guest book, and doing a million other things while trying not to cry through her waterproof mascara. I asked MIL just to confirm, and she looked at me like I'd asked her to moonlight as a ring-bearing babysitter for free. Politely declined, understandably. I circled back to Tina and asked if she had anyone else who could watch the kids, friends, neighbors, a babysitter, a local raccoon whisperer, anyone. Her response? Oh, I don't really trust anyone else with them. I'll just keep them with me. They'll be fine. Spoiler alert, they were not fine. Fast forward to the ceremony. Tina walks down the aisle looking surprisingly poised, her 2 small Hurricanes parked in the back row with a snack bag that lasted 8 minutes. Mid-vows, we heard the unmistakable sound of Velcro tearing and one of them loudly whispering, "Mom!" I pooped. Tina didn't flinch. Didn't even move. I'm a patient woman. I ignored it. I got married. I smiled. I kissed my husband and told myself, it's fine. It's over, but oh no. The reception was the real show. Apparently, Tina decided that keeping them with me meant letting them run completely free range. These boys attached themselves to my husband like he was the last good Fortnite player on Earth. One tried to climb up his leg during our first dance. The other stole the microphone and yelled, "Fart!" while the maid of honor was mid-speech. Guests thought it was part of the entertainment. It was not. Everywhere I turned, one of them was asking the DJ for that song from Paw Patrol, knocking over centerpieces or trying to eat rose petals. My husband spent half the reception politely removing toy cars from his suit jacket and apologizing to our photographer for the tiny blur streaks in every candid photo. I finally had enough when one of them tried to share a bite of his cake with my dress. So I quietly pulled aside a trusted family member, handed them Tina's car keys, because of course she'd left them lying around, and asked if they could do us the tiniest favor and drive Tina and her spawn home. I paid for their Uber back the next day and even had cupcakes delivered as a thank you. I'm not a monster. Tina was not happy. She texted me the next morning saying she felt dismissed and excluded from the celebration. I told her, girl, you brought a literal circus to a formal event. You were dismissed for everyone's safety, she didn't reply. We haven't spoken since, though she did like our honeymoon photos on Instagram, so maybe no hard feelings. The kicker? A week later, I found out she had a babysitter on standby the whole time, but didn't use her because I didn't want them to miss out on the party. Lady, they missed out on nothing. I, however, missed out on stress-free cake, several nice photos, and half a plate of shrimp cocktail because I was playing wedding bouncer. Anyway, 1010 would still marry my husband. Your 10 recommend letting your husband's ex's sister be the best man without a childcare background check.